Hello and welcome to SKTV News. You're watching Primetime English News with me, Suchitra Rajkumari. First, the headlines. Fresh gunfire reported during emergency meeting attended by Deputy Chief Minister Losi Dikho at Litan police station. Tension shimmers amid heavy security deployment. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand commits to ensure safety and protection of Kuki Zo people coming to access healthcare facilities in Imphal. And Rajya Sabha MP Sanajawale Semba in Parliament pushes for inclusion of Mitai Mayek script alongside Bengali script in Manipuri optional question paper of UPSC Civil Services Mains examination. And now the news in detail. Fresh gun firing was reported today during public emergency meeting held at Litan police station in Ukhrul district, convened in the aftermath of Sunday night's violent incident in which several houses were gutted. The meeting was attended by Deputy Chief Minister Losi Dikho, senior civil, police and political functionaries, along with representatives of Tangkhul Nagalong, TNL, Tangkhul Sanaulong, TSL and Katho. According to information received by SKTV News, the emergency meeting was called in view of the violent clashes that erupted between Tangkhul and Kuki communities. However, even as the meeting was underway, arson and gunfiring continued in the area. The meeting was also attended by General Officer Commanding of Assam Rifles, Ukhrul MLA, BJP State Vice President, Ukhrul Deputy Commissioner, Sub-Divisional Officer, SDO, Sub-Divisional Collector, SDC, and Additional Superintendent of Police, ASP. The violence reportedly stemmed from an incident on February 7 when a Tangkhul individual was allegedly brutally assaulted by Kuki persons at Litan Saraikhong and is currently undergoing treatment at RIMS Hospital. Since then, the situation has worsened, leading to torching of at least 24 houses, of which 21 belong to members of Tangkhul Naga community, 3 to Kuki community, including 4 government quarters, while sounds of automatic rifle firing were also heard. Fearing for their safety, residents of Litan and surrounding villages fled to safer locations. To prevent further escalation, Ukhrul District Magistrate Ashish Das imposed prohibitory orders restricting movement and activities in Litan village from 7 p.m. on Sunday, followed by declaration of curfew under Section 163, Clause 1 of BNSS 2023. Despite these measures, the violence continued. Citing apprehension of a serious breach of peace between the two communities, District Magistrate has requisitioned additional security forces, including 4 columns of Assam Rifles, 2 additional companies of Central Armed Police Forces CAPF, 4 columns of the 8th Bihar Regiment, and personnel from 4th Mahar Regiment to restore law and order in the area. Meanwhile, Deputy Chief Minister Losi Dikho has told reporters that the meeting was fruitful, positive, and asserted that everyone wants peace and it is not a communal problem, and the violence happened because of 2 individuals or a few individuals.
Everyone wants to have peace, but because of the present situation, even now it is firing, so it is difficult for us to immediately come to any conclusion. But everyone agreed that it should immediately stop. And then we have, they also requested the state government to deploy maximum security so that all these things, problem is taken care. And when there is no violence, no issue, no tension, then immediately this can. We have just now it's burning, so we couldn't calculate maybe 20 plus now, and government has assured to give them some assistance to compensate their. No, this is the we need peace. Without peace, how? And then this we have been facing this kind of problem in our state. Now, if a new problem started between two communities, this is very, very bad. So we are trying our best, and the two communities are very positive. They want to bring more understanding, more peace. It has happened just because of few people. It is not a communal problem. It is just some individual, but it has spread out like this.
Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand has appealed to both the Naga and Kuki communities to exercise restraint and uphold the rule of law following the recent clashes in Litan. He made the appeal while visiting the persons injured in the clash who is undergoing treatment at RIMS Hospital, Imphal. The Chief Minister was accompanied by Kakching MLA M. Rameshwar. Terming the incident as unfortunate, Khemchand assured that his government will provide medical support to every injured person. He also claimed that the situation was gradually coming under control while urging the conflicting parties to exercise restraint and uphold the rule of law. It may be mentioned that tension erupted in and around the Litan area under Ukhrul district following a clash between a group of individuals belonging to Kuki and Naga on the evening of February 7. Meanwhile, government of Manipur has scheduled special helicopter services between Imphal and Ukhrul. According to a press release issued by Transport Department, one special helicopter shorty will operate on Tuesday, February 10 on Imphal-Ukhrul route. Moreover, the government is working on scheduling two more helicopter shorties on Wednesday, February 11 for Imphal-Ukhrul-Imphal sector. The release stated that these special services are being arranged over and above the regular helicopter schedule. Passengers have been advised to carry minimum luggages as the maximum permissible weight is limited to 7 kilograms per passenger. For booking details and operational schedules, passengers may contact Nodal Officer Heli Service, Office of the Deputy Commissioner, Ukhrul at 8732-851945. Wi-Fi People's Council VPC General Headquarters has strongly condemned the violent attack in which houses belonging to Kuki-Zo community were allegedly assaulted and set on fire, reportedly by members of Tangkhul community. In a press release, VPC stated that the incident escalated from a minor scuffle between intoxicated individuals of the two communities on February 7, disrupting peace and creating fear in the region. Urging all sides to refrain from communalizing the issue, VPC appealed for resolution through dialogue, customary practices, and lawful means. It called on law enforcement agencies to carry out an impartial investigation and take strict action against those responsible, irrespective of community affiliation. The council also appreciated efforts of community leaders, local authorities, and civil society organizations in promoting reconciliation and appealed to the public, media, youth, and student bodies to act responsibly and support efforts to restore peace and harmony. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand has committed to ensure safety and protection for Kuki-Zo communities, especially those coming to access healthcare facilities in Imphal. He was addressing the gathering at the flag-off ceremony of strengthening of existing pavement from 0 kilometers to 15, 35 kilometers and 30 kilometers to 0 kilometer to 15.35 kilometers and 30 kilometers to 45 kilometers of National Highway number 137A Imphal Kakching Lamkhai section under Ministry of Road Transport and Highways at Langthabal Makhalaikai, Imphal West. The event organized by Government of Manipur was also attended by Cabinet Ministers Govindas Konthaujam, KH Loken, BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sharada, Chief Secretary Puneet Kumar Goel and many other MLAs. Speaking further, Chief Minister Khemchand asserted that Thanlon constituency MLA Vungzagin Valte was airlifted from Imphal International Airport to Delhi for treatment after being transported from Churachandpur by passing various Meitei settlements. He also assured that his government will take responsibility of protecting Kuki-Zo people who came to seek medical treatment in Imphal. He further instructed engineers and contractors concerned to complete the road pavement project on time.
Kukizo community. Lying Balakpa, Imphal Lakpa, Kudimak, Sarkana, Daita Logani, Makoi Lakpata, Karigumba, Amata Tolo, and the Sarkasna, Daita Logani, in Hizari, when a Lena, Manipuri Puarida, Hanba, Manipuri Sanaraba, contractors in Chipulakanda, Punna Tada Minaga, minus Shavdana, other Bidi, Pajana, Tabak Surakani, Ivy Tazavale, Tabaksi, respected contractors in Tabuko, Tabaksi, quality on the Subigadoribra. I similar the request of the quality of the bills have you. Then Tabaksi Kayam Tunalo Semun and Godaga. Applicitanga about the last applicitalo Shalakpa. Kitanga Kapea Rodra. So Ekoyi April Bow PDC Karigumba Mars Manunda Lotion Pataragadi. Nakogi joint venture se sarkarna angamba mateng pangani haibul thambiro.
Rajya Sabha MP Sanajawbalai Semba has drawn the attention of Parliament towards inclusion of Meitei Mayak script alongside Bengali script in Manipuri optional question paper of UPSC Civil Services Mains examination. The Rajya Sabha MP made the demand during 0 hour of Parliament today. Raising the matter in the House, MP Sanajawba asserted that candidates with Manipuri as optional paper do not understand Bengali script as it has been completely replaced by Meitei Mayek in schools and colleges in Manipur. But UPSC continued to print question papers for Manipuri optional in Bengali script, and this has created disadvantages for many candidates from the state. The MP urged UPSC to consider the matter and to ensure fairness, inclusivity by printing the question paper for Manipuri optional subject in both Bengali and Meitei Mayek scripts.
For the civil service examinations conducted by UPSC, candidates with Manipuri as optional subject are permitted to write answer in either Bengali script or Meitei Mayek script. However, the question paper for the Manipuri optional paper is printed only in Bengali script. This practice is placing the candidates who do not understand the Bengali script at a very disadvantaged situation because Bangla or Bengali script had been completely replaced by Meitei Mayek script for teaching in schools, colleges and universities for the last 20 years or so in Manipur. Consequently, almost all students have been educated entirely in Meitei Mayek and do not possess functional literacy in the Bengali script. However, UPSC compelled these candidates to read and understand the questions set only in Bengali script, undermining their language proficiency. As a result, many willing candidates are discouraged from opting for Manipuri as their optional subject. It is also to be respectfully stated that there is no academic or technical impediment to print the question paper in Meitei Mayek alongside Bangla script, as is done for other languages with multiple script. The printing of questions in both Bangla and Meitei Mayek will uphold the principles of fairness, inclusivity and constitutional respect for India's linguistic diversity and will improve the UPSC examination system. As such, it is demanded that matter may be brought to the attention of UPSC and concerned authority and to rectify it at an early date.
Meitei Irol Iyek Loina Silol Apunbaluk Milal has urged the government authorities to include Meitei Mayek script in all forms and question papers for examinations conducted in the Manipuri language. In a press release issued by its publicity secretary, Milal strongly denounced the omission of Meitei Mayek script and replaced with Bengali script in the forms and questions of Central Teachers Eligibility Test and UPSC conducted civil services exams where Manipuri language is allowed. It said that both the state and central government have not taken up any significant measures to foster Meitei Mayek, although the script is being taught up to PhD level. The organization further lauded Rajya Sabha MP Sanajawbalai Semba for raising the matter to include both Meitei Mayek and Bengali scripts in the question papers of the civil services exams conducted by UPSC in the 0 hour in the parliament today. Continuing that it would never compromise its movement for fostering Mitay Mayak in any manner, Milal warned that any attempt from state and central government to suppress its movement will amount to invite similar protest carried out by the organization in the year 2005. Former Oinam constituency MLA Laishram Radhakishore stressed the need to implement effective welfare schemes for the artists while highlighting their contribution to the society and their hardships. He was speaking at the reception ceremony of the artist who bagged several awards at the Festival for the Promotion of Cultural Diversity 2026 held at Kanglei Uchiwa Auditorium in Imphal West District from February 1 to February 7. The event, organized by Kaino Thongkha Youth Club KYC at Kaino, was also attended by former MLA of Kakching constituency Y. Surchandra and noted writer Moirangthem Inau. It may be mentioned that the stage drama titled U Thaba Angauba and written by Moirangthem Inau won several awards including Best Production, Best Director, Best Script Writer, Best Actor and Best Actress.
Tanda thana re yaroi do ba yu gi khunai na lei ma kai dera gada ba adu ba drama ma adu ba art form ma theater ma khuna nga ko change ba madu nga ta du kana praja na artist ne dinga ko na ta namgada na ta kari gi mokoi bo art do ek du do hon ni baking ta change masida koi theater ma change hai bati hamba ama change hamba to le di karam na kana Pungani, Karamna, quite Takan, Tikani, Zana Tapi, Tikani, Maramashina, quite Mayana, Nasi, Yavaisina, Tortana, Nasibo, quite reception of Vidiba, Nasibo, Hakati, Nasi, Topa, Namnamashini, quite duty responsibility, and Jagger.
Government of the People's Republic of Nagalim, GPRN, through its Central Administrative Officer, CAO Wung Tangkhul region, has declared Litan Bazaar as the ancestral land of Sikibung Sarkaphung village in an administrative order issued on October 8 of 2024. The order that was issued in pursuance of directive of Tangkhul Nagalong stated that Litan Bazaar is an integral part of Sikibung village and described the settlement made by Chief of Saraikhong as illegal, citing lack of consent from the headmen and civil court verdict that placed the area within Sikibung's traditional boundary. The CAO further referred to a settlement agreement dated September 7 of 1973, stating that it stood cancelled due to failure of Saraikhong chief to pay the remaining agreed amount, thereby nullifying the agreement under Tangkhul Naga customary law. Accusing Saraikhong chief of raising false ownership claims, the order directed him to respect the age-old traditions, customs and land rights of Sikibung Sarkaphung village and warned that any violation would invite immediate eviction in accordance to Naga customary law. It's now time for a short break. We'll be right back.
Human Resource Development Academy Garina Jahi Nauriba Angang Singbu Mapung Faba Tungi Mirol Amamang Oinaba Wakal Lokshin Pinabagi Pandamda Academy Sigi Makada Jahi Ahundagi Manga Fawada Laiba Angang Singi Nursery Lower KG Amadi Upper KG gi class Chadliba session 2026 ki oina January Kunipal dagi admission haujaragani
Angang Singi Laizaba Magun Singbu Hena Thawai Hapada Thawai Yaubo Zangaktani Thazaba Thambiyu Lengthok Piro Punna Hodambinasi
Admissions are now open. Please visit Human Resource Development Academy Khari, Airport Road, Imphal, Manipur.
And welcome back. Unidentified persons suspected to be underground militants hurled a hand grenade at the residence of Executive Engineer of Rural Engineering Department of Chajing Mamang Laikai under Singjamay Police Station in Imphal West on Sunday evening. The blast occurred around 5:30 p.m. at the courtyard of the house of Puyam Rajendro. Sources said no injuries were reported in the incident. Soon after the explosion, senior officers of Imphal West District Police rushed to the spot and inspected the site. Sources added that Singjamay Police have registered a case in connection with the incident and launched an investigation. In connection with the incident, a sit-in protest was staged by residents of Chajing Mamang Laikai today, condemning the grenade blast at the residence of Executive Engineer Puyam Rajendro. Speaking to media, Rajendro's wife, Puyam Ongbi Rinabala, termed the incident unfortunate, especially at a time when her husband is seriously ill. She appealed to those involved in the attack to come forward for dialogue and resolve issues peacefully. Meanwhile, the motive behind the incident and identity of those responsible remain unknown.
Kari marangin no khoi amna khangjaning ai di thomoi singna chongthoga ai kaisu kijati kari gino haibado ai aranbado ai purebna lalibra aina lalibra gi mungna lalibra noi komthamda asoiba araba tawni khodimakto ai onda haibiu aduga hakthingna nai thingna ngangna jagi kari lalino haibado chongthokoi tanja pibiu aduga akhoi gi mafamda moina demand tawgi awa kaino chen tingmang biu haiba kari ba ba ta legi akhoi masen hatung naraga kari pili no noina kari nungai no haiba ai sisi da yam khangjaning.
Socio-political commentator Chongtham Bijoy has announced that he will take legal help to seek compensation amounting to 50 lakh rupees against Horse Riding and Polo Association regarding its attempt to coercively acquire farmers' lands measuring around 11 hectares. Addressing a press meet held today at his Lampel residence, Bijoy accused Horse Riding and Polo Association of forcibly trying to acquire the said land portion, which he claimed as occupied by the farmers since 1965 and paid land tax till 2006. He asserted that ex-Chief Minister N. Biren announced that the land was given to the association on an occasion, adding that an RTI reply revealed that the process for allotment, premium and handing over of the lands were all done in a single day, and it defies the norms.
Law, rule, Sangalay, Munbayani have a culture say, Timakata, Halagumsi, Adikisu Matata, Yamna, Nonimabna, Manipur, Polo and Horse Riding Association Presidency, Malunga Kumtopani, Polo and Horse Riding Association, Anang, Gunda Pandalami, and the Tajalagat Police, Maginoles, Yabda Taubrava, Wasik Asolana, Adagi, Larva, Anur Misida, Moji, Hak Matase, Masi, Arui Matam, Ama Tambaki, Takawana Tokjobaneva. Manipur Police, Maruina Lamhead Police. When a Toronival, low na Yadava, Tabak Kudima, a low respect of Jabanina, a due process, Matumina, complaint of Jay, report low Yaratremuji. Adikarino Torice, Maraks the Nexus Samalayeva, Hojiki, Communal Litopa, Manarubutanba, Yumna no Maipa, Tarakani Kankiva, Adagi Mops and other Tori Kainto was here. Masi Kokumatam, Yaurain Kali.
Manipur People's Army MPA, which is the armed wing of proscribed UNLF, observed its 39th Rising Day at its central headquarters, GHQ, Training Center, Tactical Headquarters, External and Regional Affairs Headquarters, District Headquarters and units. A press note issued by Secretary of Publicity for Koireng-led UNLF, M. Shakhen, informed that MPA observed its Rising Day with paying homage to its fallen soldiers who have laid down their lives in the freedom struggle. The occasion was also marked by annual address by Military Affairs Committee and its leaders. Koireng-led UNLF further maintained that the observance also reignited its purpose and conviction to free Manipur from the colonization of India. It added that Koireng-led UNLF vowed to continue the freedom struggle until Manipur is liberated. Koireng-led UNLF also thanked people who have extended support to the party in organizing the Rising Day events. Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra emphasized the significance of Indian Knowledge System (IKS) as vital component of National Education Policy (NEP) 2020. He was speaking at the inaugural function of 14-day capacity building program organized by Malivia Mission Teacher Training Center MMTTC, Manipur University, on the theme Integration of Indian Knowledge System IKS in the curriculum at MIMS Auditorium, Manipur University. Speaking further, Professor Lokendra asserted that NEP 2020 is being implemented nationwide to liberate University Grants Commission, Education Ministry, and educational institutions from conventional Macaulian education system. The Vice Chancellor stated that Macaulian education system has led to intellectual and academic decolonization, confining India's education system for over 70 years, and cited NEP 2020 as a landmark reform document. He emphasized that Indian knowledge system IKS should not be limited to Sanskrit, despite being documented in Sanskrit, Tamil, and Malayali texts. Lokendra also highlighted the importance of exploring traditional knowledge from Northeast India, which have over 22,000 ethnic communities who preserved their knowledge from generation to generation through oral traditions. He stressed integrating this traditional knowledge into the curriculum of Manipur University and other institutions.
Everywhere, all across the country and even abroad, people are now trying to understand the system in which India has been able to sustain the kind of growth rate, economic growth rate. India has successfully maintained the growth rate which range between 6.5 to around say 7.34 and so forth. When the entire world economy has not been able to maintain that kind of a growth rate. So people are trying to understand what are the constituents, what are the important systems in the Indian educational and economic system that has somehow managed to retain that kind of a growth rate when so much of geopolitical changes, geostrategic changes, ecological changes, environmental changes all across the globe have been there.
President of Manipuri Students Federation MSF, Hijam Roshan, has expressed concern on children being confined in their rooms and on reducing their time for interaction with society. He added this has created a feeling of disconnect with the society and the issues concerning Manipur. Hijam Roshan said this during 20th anniversary observance for Aikoi Larik Ningthina Tamsi academic campaign, which was held at Praja Higher Secondary School in Lamsang today. Social scientist Dr. Dhanabir Laishram, principal of Praja Higher Secondary School Lamabam Sangeeta, Vice Principal of Model Higher Secondary School T.H. Nandini, Headmistress of Kaisamthong High School Salam Sunita, along with other eminent persons attended the program. Speaking further, Hijam Roshan said the progress of a society or a nation depends on development of its human resource. However, the lack in education system has compelled parents to confine children in their rooms in the effort to make them focus on their studies. Consequently, this has resulted to less social interaction and disconnection with the society and has eroded the love for one's motherland.
Mahiroi asida mama lebak nungsibagi social development da social interaction da walakpa school halaga sana khona sarkado sing asu coaching da hena focus pirakwa masina maram oirkanda lebak asigi na asigi chaukhatpada human resource ama oijagadoriba masa adu mama lebak nungsibada handhalakpa sina maram oirkanda lebak ki phibam asi khoina lusalakpani haina lobwa yai chaukhlaklabni haidana AI gi matamni haidana khoina laik laisu tambagi kanglon dasu ahung mayam helaklabsida hena farakadra harga hena soksalakpegi phibam sini maramdi kunai asigi awam porakadam ha mayamamsu isolate ki room da thammakanda maduduna lebak tugi aphabarom na porakpagi muhutta mahiroi singna ni sa sijanabagi drug sijanabagi chang hekalakpa sina maram orakanda lebak ki phibam hena lusalai.
Manipur University Vice Chancellor Professor N. Lokendra has stressed the need for encouraging students to research the flora and fauna of Manipur and Northeast India, highlighting its potential benefits for humanity. He was addressing at the inaugural function of a 2-day national conference at the Conference Hall of Biotechnology Department, Manipur University. The conference is being organized by the Biotechnology Department of Manipuri University in collaboration with CSIR and Anusadhan National Research Foundation on the theme Recent Trends in Biotechnology, a Multidisciplinary Approach. Speaking further, the Vice Chancellor highlighted that Northeast region is a biodiversity hotspot and emphasized the need to document the rich flora and fauna of Northeast India. He also expressed belief that researching traditional healing methods can greatly benefit society.
Even after 70 years of independence, there has been this system of very hard compartmentalization of subjects. In Manipur University, when the students are interested to take up some subjects in the colleges and the university, there are very rigid norms that a student has to have this kind of combination for science, for royal science, for bioscience, for art science. So many small compartmentalization. And that has actually narrowed down. There is the world of knowledge, and people have started thinking and working in silos, and the overall world of knowledge and the very epistemology of different areas of study, it had been it had become, say, very small. And this kind of an approach certainly is going to pay a lot in the very near future.
A 5-day-long management development program on export-import documentation and procedures began at Training Hall of Department of Vocational Studies and Skill Development, Manipur University today. The program is being jointly organized by Entrepreneurship Development Center and Incubation Center, Department of Vocational Studies and Skill Development, Manipur University, and MSME Technology Center, Imphal, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, Government of India, and Economic and Resource Development. Speaking in the program, Deputy Director of MSME Technology Center, Imphal, Dr. Sinam Yoiren Tomba, highlighted the importance of organizing the management development program to encourage youth to engage in entrepreneurship.
Entrepreneurship, MSME mo ko do, asigi wakalon do yauna, tabu primary ke loina chapiu ko, saka tabu phange pare, phangokre, hena phabu option do oidore ni na aduna busina primary ke loina thambiu na haje reke. My humble request, doranga asigi program si tel jute aten bo ka su ai tungi career ma samakpada job turning point ma ohenge oheloi it's up to you. Aduna asigi mangani sing sigi ho ka mangani khana dor ko na dor ba program sing sida tawa yauna yaubi raga lakpiri ba sport sing tatha dor program se please don't take it as a knowledge long na pakki na tabida networking gi lakto ba sport sing do sa ai tungi ai na thobak tuma changjan jar ke habida sungchoi choi na tung koi na tapi ba tambi ba ngamang ka ba tana ba taka le ka ba sport sing akta oidoi ne ba.
A 2-day-long training program on vermicomposting, aquarium construction and maintenance, and sericulture at Conference Hall of Science PG Block, Dhanamanjuri University today. The training program is being organized by ICAR under the aegis of SCERT. Director of ICAR Central Inland Fisheries Research Institute, Barakpur, Kolkata, Dr. B.K. Das, Vice Chancellor of DMU, Professor W. Chand Babu, Dean of School of Life Science, DMU, Professor L. Hemchandra, among others, attended the program. Speaking in the program, Head of DM Science Zoology Department, Professor Iringbam Lintoyngambi said the training will cater to teachers first and aims to provide skill enhancement on the topics such as vermicomposting, aquarium construction and maintenance, and sericulture.
Management course having much theory there was a direct hands-on skill was asking the hand equipped the one was asking the and moreover research scholars and at one time the one shot the thing of the training people and there was a department in the head of department and then the college singers again announcing their skills chances of platform sembibda tare aduga so that with skill employment masala generate lobo hamjana aduga sisina koigi satra ama one time the short of widespread.
Patriotic Writers Forum (PAWF) Manipur organized a National Poets Meet at Hotel Emerald located at Loktak Lake today. The event was organized as part of 18th Foundation Day of Patriotic Writers Forum (PAWF) Manipur on the theme Loktak Kansi Manipur gi Shaktam Ngakshi. President PAWF Nauroibam Khambaluang, member of Manipuri Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Khoisnam Birola, President of Laikol Chongtham Subadani, along with 24 writers from Assam and Tripura, recited poems dedicated to Loktak Lake and Manipur. Speaking in the program, Khoisnam Birola highlighted the significance of a Loktak Lake and stressed on the need to gather pace in conservation efforts. A newly constructed toilet and urinal block of Bal Vidya Mandir Palace compound was inaugurated today. The infrastructure was built under the Civic Action Program of CRPF with the objective of improving sanitation facilities and promoting hygiene among school children. CRPF DIG H. Premjit Maitai, 66th Battalion CRPF Commandant SH Anup Kumar Sahu, and other senior officers graced the inaugural function as the main dignitaries. Addressing the gathering, DIG Premjit emphasized the importance of adequate sanitation infrastructure in schools for ensuring health, dignity, and a conducive learning environment for students. He also reflected the commitment of 66th Battalion CRPF towards community welfare while expressing belief that the toilet and urinal block will benefit approximately 150 students of the school. Now the weather report. According to ICAR Regional Center Lampilpat, state's maximum temperature was recorded at 26.5 degrees Celsius, while the minimum temperature was 5.6 degrees Celsius. The maximum relative humidity was measured to be 84% in the morning and 33% in the evening. Now before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Fresh gunfire reported during emergency meeting attended by Deputy Chief Minister Losidiko at Litan police station. Tension shimmers amid heavy security deployment. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchan commits to ensure safety and protection for Kukizo people coming to access healthcare facilities in Imphal. And Rajya Sabha MP Sanaja Walesemba in Parliament pushes for inclusion of Mitay Mayak script alongside Bengali script in Manipuri optional question paper of UPSC Civil Service Mains examination. That is all the news we have for now. Thank you for watching SKTV News. Have a good night.